Ni hao, everybody, and welcome to the OJWonderbread snack review. Today on the snack review, I'm going to be trying another bag of Chinese Lay's potato chips. The flavor that I'm going to be trying today is the salt and pepper shrimp flavor potato chips, and the name differentiates a lot when I looked it up online comparatively to what it says on the back of the bag. Now, in America, they usually put the nutrition and ingredient facts in English so you know what you are getting and you're not surprised if you're allergic to something that's in it. On the bag, it says that the flavor is spicy salt shrimp skin flavor, which sounds more like something you would get at a wet market and not at an Asian grocery store. So let's look at the bag before I review this. The bag does have a very nice design to it. The bag is gold, really showcasing that this is a limited release. Although it says this is limited for the spring, I am going to be reviewing this in October. On the bag, it shows what you are expecting to be tasting, which this doesn't really look like shrimp to me, which is kind of why I'm surprised that's what the flavor actually is. Has a nice beer, so maybe this would be something that you would be wanting to eat while you're drinking a nice beer in the spring. On the back of the bag, it just shows the potato chips. Not as interesting of a back of a bag compared to the front. It's mostly purple instead of gold. It's showing that these are going to be essentially just regular chips and not the fun ridge chips that hold the flavor better. So, when I looked up online what the description of the flavor is, this is what I found. Introducing Lay's salt pepper shrimp flavored chips, imported directly from China, ensure to tantalize your taste buds. Experience the delightful combination of savory shrimp and aromatic salt and pepper in every crunchy bite. These chips are expertly crafted using the finest ingredients and authentic Chinese flavors, delivering an irresistible snacking experience. Each chip is seasoned with a perfect blend of salt, pepper, and distinct umami taste of shrimp, creating a harmonious balance of flavors that will leave you craving more. Harmonious is definitely a Chinese-sounding word. Lay's salt, pepper, shrimp flavored chips are a must try for seafood lovers and those seeking a unique and bold flavor. Whether you're enjoying them on your own or sharing them with friends, these chips are sure to impress. Indulge in the savory and aromatic goodness that will transport you to the bustling markets of China. Don't miss out on this exclusive imported delight that brings the taste of succulent shrimp and the zest of salt and pepper to your snacking pleasures. Elevate your shrimp game and enjoy the flavorful adventures that await. Oh, it says chip game, not shrimp game. I mean, that sounds funny too. So that's essentially what I'm going to be expecting. I was hoping for a little bit more, but who knows, maybe salt, pepper, shrimp will taste good. With all of that said, let's open up this bag and see how it smells. Oof. This is what the inside of the bag looks like. Actually, before I do that, I should list the ingredients and the nutrition facts. In this bag of chips, the ingredients are potato, vegetable oil, pepper, and salt shrimp flavor seasoning, including edible essence, 5-flavor nucleotide disodium, citric acid, and capsium. In this bag of chips, you are getting 10.2 grams of fat, 5.1 grams of saturated fat, 0 cholesterol, 0 trans fat, 232 milligrams of sodium. You're getting 16.2 carbohydrates, no fiber, 1.7 grams of sugar, including 1.7 added sugar, and 1.7 grams of protein. This is what the bag looks like when opened. And how does this smell? It does have a very distinct fishy smell to it, which is like nothing I've ever had in an American potato chip. American potato chips are mostly going to be, I don't know, cheese flavor. I don't think cheese is that popular in Asian countries. I think a lot of Asian people are lactose intolerant, so I don't think they would have the same type of flavors that they enjoy in America. We like our cheeses and our chicken wing type stuff. In Asian countries, they seem to be more big on fish. The flavor smells purely like you walked into a fish market, kind of like the Afro Man thing of walking into a fish market. It smells very strong. Let's see how the chip tastes. The chip does taste exactly like what it says it's going to taste like. It has a very strong fishy taste to it. I personally am not the biggest fish fan, not the band, the snack, but also I'm not a big fan of Fish or the Grateful Dead or any of those kind of bands. This is what one of the chips looks like. It's kind of more orange than most chips are, which comes from the ingredients that are put on it. I personally am not a big fan of fish, as I already said, so my opinion of this is going to be different than yours. But I do have a surprise for this review. I'm going to try this the way that it showcases on the bag. I'm going to see how these chips taste if you drink them with a nice beer. And the beer that I'm going to be trying is Genesee's Oktoberfest to continue with the October spirit, even though I'm eating spring potato chips. So let's see how these chips go if you blend them with the beer. I've got a nice handful of chips. I think this is 3. The chips do balance much better with the taste of the beer. I know that the idea of what they're trying to showcase is more of just like an izakaya type experience or going out to a restaurant with your friends, but in the version of a bag of potato chips. The saltiness of the chips and the pepper shrimp does blend very well with the beer. I probably wouldn't personally recommend these alone as a shrimp flavor. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of fish food, but you are getting that umami taste. You are getting a very salted snack, and it's mostly flavoring. You're not actually eating a fish, so it does taste pretty good. Try one more of these things of chips with the beer and give my final number score review. Chinese chips do seem to be a lot bigger in terms of size of chips. Like, look at this chip. That thing barely fits in my mouth, let alone having all of these chip combinations. My mouth doesn't open that wide. It does taste better blending the saltiness with the beer, but you could honestly say that about any type of meat or any type of savory food. What will I give the salt, pepper, shrimp, Chinese Lay's potato chips? I'm going to give these a 7 out of 10. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of fish. Repeated that 3 times on this, so my opinion's going to be different than a lot of people's. The uniqueness of the flavor is not really there. Salt and pepper potato chips. Come on, salt already comes on every type of potato chip. You're essentially just going to be eating fishy chips with a little bit of a pepper taste. The pepper doesn't really come through as strongly as the fish or the salt, so you're just getting fish chips that are already salty due to what the chips are. I think that it is a decent tasting chip. I don't think these are the best of the Chinese chips that I've had so far, but maybe if you like fish, maybe you would like these a lot more. They do taste like shrimp. They do taste like seafood, and that's all I have to say for this bag of chips. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned a lot, and if you would like to, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and please subscribe. This has been the OJ Wonderbread Snack Review. Have a nice night.